What's up and welcome to this episode of Sunday Driver. Today we're out here with my friend Taylor. He's been a long time Audi guy and I've seen him driving up and down the street with the crazy 5-cylinder sound. But this is a newer acquisition and a little bit different. Why don't you tell me about this thing, man? I know you just got it finished.
Yeah, it honestly got finished like about 2 weeks ago. So it's a 2001 Audi S4.
Stand by. All right, let's try that again. We'll move down the street. So tell me, why this car? I'm always curious because I know a lot about like JDM stuff and like some exotic stuff, but the Euro stuff is out of my wheelhouse.
So with these cars, they kind of hold like a special heart in like Audi enthusiasts in general. It's mainly the engine. So this engine is a 2.7 liter twin turbo. It shares very similar characteristics to the RS4, which we never got in America.
Okay.
But basically the engine can just handle a lot of horsepower. They're really good power plants. The transmissions can handle a lot of horsepower.
The stock transmission?
Yeah, the transmissions are probably good for, I mean, people have done like 800 horsepower in them.
Holy crap.
Yeah, then the engines are good for about like 500 wheel, and that's only because the stock bottom end, the rods are cast.
Oh, okay.
But everything else in the engine's forged. Pistons are forged from factory, crankshafts forged from factory, iron block.
Yeah.
Mains.
Iron block, yeah. That's good.
That's kind of why I like they're sought after. They're just easy to make power with less money.
So I know it was out of your hands for a while. So tell me what happened while it was gone. What are we working with now?
Yeah, so as any B4 S5 driver knows, when the turbos go,
yeah,
you got to pull the whole engine out.
Is it just like a location thing?
Yeah, so they're like located below the engine, just bad spot where you cannot reach all the
definitely can't see them.
Oil lines going. Yeah, so it's just easier to pull the whole engine out, and Audi kind of does a great job with like you can pull the whole front end off just really easily.
Okay.
Yeah, so you pull the engine out, and that's the only way you can get the turbos replaced. So yeah, I put TTE 550s in there. It's kind of like a rare turbo. They're basically OEM RS4 turbos, which are KO4s, and they just like CNC port the internals and like make them R6, so they're a little bigger, the internals of the turbos. They're called like hybrid turbos.
So why would you go with that instead of something like a, I don't know, like a Greddy or something?
Yeah, so so my main thing was I wanted responsiveness. I didn't want a laggy car.
Yeah.
And KO4s are like known to have like no lag.
That's awesome.
The second step up from KO3s are those stock turbos that come in this car.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to go too big and have to deal with too much lag. And I kind of like doing a lot of back road runs. Yeah. And I didn't want to pull the engine again, so I didn't want to. I didn't want to buy a cheaper turbo that would fail on me. So I got some TT 550s, which are known to be kind of expensive, but they're really reliable. Yeah. I mean, they put great power down. They pull a little harder in the top end than standard KO4s do.
So how much boost are you running on it right now?
So right now it's on 25 pounds.
Holy crap, 25 pounds?
Yeah. And that's only because I'm on 91.
Yeah.
You can't really run too much timing and too much boost on 91, as you guys probably know. And
so how about horsepower right now? What are we at? 25 pounds, what are we at?
Yeah. So I'd say right now the car is probably around like 400 wheel horsepower.
Okay.
If anybody who's watching this knows about S4s, it runs at 3.5 fats, which is like.
What does that mean? So
fats is like stands for advancements of the S4. It's kind of like a general rule of thumb if you want to like know what the power your car is making without dynoing it. Okay. So it's basically like a 4,200 RPM to 6,500 RPM in third gear. Okay. And it gets timed through the ECU.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
So 3.5 is around like 400 wheel. Once I go 85 here in the next couple of weeks, I'll probably be around like 450 wheel and about 3.0 fats, and I'll keep it there because I don't want to put a window in the block.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Dude, it's gonna be quick with that much power.
Yeah. I can go like some of the supporting mods are just like.
What is this carbon piece? Looks super clean.
Yeah, 034 carbon intake. I got it with the car, so I got really lucky. They're really expensive too. It's got a 034 85mm mast. They're full because with the bigger turbos are flowing a lot more. Yeah. So you gotta upgrade that. It's got 750cc injectors. Okay. Walbro full 450 fuel pump, and then a Ringer racing stage for a clutch to hold all the power.
So as far as going to E85, is there different stuff you need to do for setting up for run E85?
No, so the car is ready right now for E85. Okay. The injectors are already a little too big for what the car's making. Okay. But they'll be enough for E85. Okay. And yeah, the fuel pump's set up for 85.
That's right.
But the stock lines are all good. Like
that's what I was wondering, because I've heard horror stories of people starting to run 85.
Yeah,
and then
same here. And I've done a lot of research. And generally, like a lot of people who do 85 with these cars, they don't upgrade the fuel rails and stuff unless they're running like a lot of horsepower.
Yeah. What about these wheels? Yeah, I love these. It's kind of like the BBS style.
Car. I'm actually going to be replacing these in the next like week or two. These are Alzer rims. I'm not quite sure the number of them, like what they're exactly called.
I haven't heard of those.
Like some BBS LM reps. They're really cheap.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. And then they're just some Hankook vintage V12 tires on it.
Yeah.
25, 45, I think.
I feel like the wheels fit the classic like Euro
good.
style though.
They look a lot more expensive than they actually are.
Hey man, that works.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna go to then?
I'm probably gonna do some VMR V701s.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, like I like a 10-spoke design.
Yeah.
And with Black Friday right now, everything's so cheap.
Dude, there you go. That's the move. Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving and happy Black Friday to everybody. Happy capitalism.
Yeah, literally.
What else can we see on top? Not much. It's kind of buried, huh?
Yeah, not much. A lot of stuff is buried, which is kind of a good thing, I guess, because if you ever got pulled over, they would never know anything.
Yeah.
Modified really with these cars.
I guess the only giveaway would be like this carbon thing, but that looks like something that'd probably be legal anyways.
Literally everything else is stock. Like, it's got a 3-bar map sensor.
What is this?
It's a map sensor, so it's when you upgrade turbos, you really want to. I think the stock is a 4-bar map sensor. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But I'm not that, I don't know too much about the whole tuning thing. So, and then other than that, it's got SRM V3 intercoolers, which you can't really see.
Oh, so they're aftermarket intercooler?
Yeah, so they're kind of hidden away. They're right behind these grills.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I can actually just pull one out if you want. So like,
don't break your car on my watch.
Yeah, so you can kind of see
it there
pretty nice. So yeah, there's one on each side.
Yeah, but it's not like a huge front mount that you definitely get pulled over for. That's pretty stealth.
The previous owner actually had a front mount on this car, and like the only way to fit a front mount is you got to like haul the bumper out. And
yeah, I was gonna say, where would it even go?
Yeah. So the front of the car is a little hacked up, but other than that,
that's all right, man.
I got a new bumper just because the old one was like literally all cut through and stuff.
Yeah, it's weird, dude. You don't see a lot of these. I feel like, I don't know, maybe something was expensive and people just didn't drive them anymore.
I think it's just kind of like it's one of those German cars that requires a lot of maintenance, and I think people get way in over their head with these cars. You can get them for pretty cheap nowadays, but when you like go through turbos and stuff, or a lot of maintenance on this car is really work intensive. So they either start selling them for really cheap, and it drives the market price down these cars.
Yeah.
And you can still find some really clean examples. Like I spent like 2 years trying to find this one.
Oh my gosh. So what were you looking for? Like a silver with the particular interior?
So I was originally looking for one that already had like upgraded turbos, because just get out of the way. And I really wanted like a Nogaro blue or a laser red.
Yeah.
2 colors that are pretty rare and sought after. But I found a silver one, and I was kind of over looking for.
Dude, after 2 years, you're like, I just want to drive.
Yeah, I was almost just gonna get a BS for it. I was like, no, like I still like.
What's the difference with that one?
So the BA is like the newer one. It's like a 2010 to 2015 supercharged V6, but they're not as like the tuning potential of these is like a lot higher.
Yeah, that makes sense with having turbos.
It's just like a bucket list car,
Yeah, for sure. Dude, I'm glad you got it.
Yeah, dude. I love it, honestly.
Yeah. So what about further mods? It sounds like you're almost at the stage where it's like just time to drive,
Yeah, so after I do E85 and I get done with all the revisions with that, the car is pretty much done. It's gonna be, the engine's at its limit. Like you don't want to put any more power through it. Yeah. So I might just start like, fixing like the body up a little bit, vents here and there.
Dude, that's honestly just a nice stage to be at. Because I've had cars where it's just like, you're just like fixing stuff, and like every time you go and drive it and fix something, somebody else breaks. So it's just nice to like get in a car that's fast and runs,
That's another thing, like you can throw rods in the car and the engine's good for like 700 wheel. Yeah. But then there's just so many more options, and it's honestly, I just wanted like a basic cookie cutter car, So.
Dude, with turbo cars, it's just a rabbit hole,
Yeah, it literally is. I thought, so I use the stock rods as like a reason to like not financially put myself too deep into this car.
I feel it. That's sick, man. Well, I think we should go for a drive.
Yeah,
what do you
definitely.
think? Straight pipe. gosh. Dude, this car sounds good.
Yeah, it does.
Like,
I love the straight pipe, but it's just so loud for like just in public, you know?
dude, people give V6s crap, but that sounds like really nice. It sounds way better than a straight pipe VQ for sure.
Yeah. It kind of has a trumpet sound, but it's like a higher pitch sound.
Yeah, it sounds more expensive for sure.
I'll go ahead and have third gear for right here.
All right, why not? It's a 6-speed?
Yeah, 6-speed. And it's all drive, so you don't have to worry about any like slippage in first or something.
Yeah.
So I think in second gear, if this thing was rear wheel drive, it for sure like.
Oh, it's been
spin.
Yeah, definitely. Oh my god.
But yeah, I'm already used to it, man. It feels slow to me.
I hate that. That's the turbo car curse, man.
Yeah, literally.
You're like, dude, just one more pound of boost, it'll feel great. Until your engine goes kapam.
Exactly. Like after 85, I'm for sure gonna be a little scared to do. It felt like a lot of bulls.
Yeah, yeah.
We're only going 45 there.
Oh, just barely 45. All right, that's a wrap. We are shutting it down for the day. I want to thank you all for watching, and thanks to Taylor for bringing out the car. This thing is rad. But we'll see you next time.